In this video, I'm going to be breaking down why it's so crucial for you to be making long form content for you to scale your coaching business. Because I see so many coaches that just focus on Instagram or just focus on TikTok and they do all of the short form content, which is great. But long form content really helps you scale and it compounds over time and has a massive effect when you do it correctly. So, I'm going to be breaking down why that is and how you can get started with it. So, let's get straight into it. Now, first things first, you probably already know that there's three things that need to happen before a prospect can actually buy from you. They need to know you, they need to like you, and they need to trust you. And in order for them to actually do that, the only way for them to do that is to consume content and spend time with you online. Whether that is watching your short form videos, whether that is downloading a free ebook, joining an email list, whatever it is, they need to be having constant and consistent interaction with you over a certain amount of time for them to know you, like you, and trust you enough to actually become a coaching client. Now, let's think about it. What is the quickest way for us to achieve that? Now, imagine somebody watches four different reels, okay? And average reel is 45 seconds, that's 3 minutes. Versus if they just watch one 10-minute YouTube video, where do you think that know, like, and trust factor is going to be built up in a more efficient manner? Definitely the YouTube video, right? Because number one, you are spending more time with them, or they're spending more time with you. And number two, you can actually provide a lot more value in a 10-minute YouTube video where you can sit down and break down concepts and explain things versus a 45-second reel where you have to be really quick and straight to the point and really snappy and try and just make it engaging, and you really don't focus on giving value as much as you focus on trying to make that reel go viral and make sure the retention is good, etc. Whereas with YouTube, you can just really provide a lot of pure value in a longer format, and the people who actually are looking for a solution to the problem that they have, they're going to actually start consuming that content. And from that, they're going to realize that through all the value you're providing, number one, that they really like you, they know you, they trust you now, and number two, that you're one of the best options out there to help them solve the problem that they are looking for. So having one YouTube video versus 4 or 5 reels, you can automatically see the difference in that know, like, and trust factor. But there's a second point that I want to raise. And there's this quote that I love that I've actually put down here, which is, it is the close observation of little things, which is the secret of success in business, in art, in science, and in every pursuit of life. Now, think about the biggest gurus that you know that have something to sell. Even if it's just a book or a course or a mentorship or a membership, whatever it is, the biggest people in the business, online business industry, right? Alex Hormozy, Ed Milet, Tai Lopez, Grant Cardone, Tom Bilyeu, all of these people, they have short form content and they have long form content because they know that over time, the amount of time people spend with them is going to compound into the know like trust factor and actually give more opportunities for people to buy into them. I mean, take a look at it, right? All of the biggest gurus, Hormozy, Tai Lopez, Grant Cardone, they have been posting on YouTube and they've been creating long form content for years. And it's a big reason for why they are so successful online. I'm not talking about success in their actual businesses. I'm talking about sort of building their own personal brand. One of the biggest reasons why they're so successful is because they have been creating long form content and allowing people to spend more and more time with them and really create an engaged audience instead of just focusing on short form content where they can't even deliver half the value. So the coaches that have YouTube versus the coaches that don't have YouTube, well, number one, you're going to build more rapport with your audience. You're going to build that know, like, trust factor quicker, and you get to educate your audience properly. You shift beliefs and explain concepts a lot easier, and you can actually create sales assets and VSLs, which basically do a lot of the heavy lifting for you, which is another thing that a lot of coaches don't do. So a sales asset is basically a piece of content that is designed to pre-sell your audience before they get onto the call. Now, you can't do that in a 30, 45-second reel. It has to be something more longer format. It can be an ebook or a PDF guide, but a video is usually the best thing to do. And all you have to do is just think about the biggest problems that your audience is having. So let's say, for example, you're an author's coach, okay? You help people write their first book. What are the biggest problems that they're having? Okay, they don't know, they don't have the belief that they can write a book. And that's one sales asset that you can create. They don't know how to write the title for their book. They don't know how to structure their book. All of these different obstacles you can list out and create sales assets around them, so that when you're having conversations in the DMs with people, you can identify their problems and you have sales assets to send them. Hey, I've made a YouTube video on this, go and watch that. And what happens when they go and watch that YouTube video? If it's valuable and if it's really engaging, they like it, they stop binge watching your other long format content. And now, instead of watching 4 or 5 reels and spending 2 minutes with you, they're spending 10, 20, 30, 40 minutes with you just from that one sort of move that you've made, which is to create a YouTube channel and start creating long form content. Whereas if you don't have YouTube, it takes a lot longer to build rapport with your audience. It takes longer to build the know, like, trust factor, and it's a lot harder to educate and provide value. So just think about it. Think about the biggest people in the industry. What are they doing? They're all creating YouTube consistently. They all have long format content consistently. Even if it's a podcast and it's not actual YouTube videos, they still have some form of long format content to actually keep their audience engaged and really just grow their personal brand, and by extension grow either their coaching business or their course or their membership, whatever it is. So this was a short video. It wasn't too complicated, but I hope that makes sense for you, because if you are a coach and you're only doing short form content, you should really start looking into creating longer format content. Look at the obstacles that your target audience is facing and create content around that. Create assets around that. Start off with introducing the problem, start off with and then going into a case study of how one of your current clients had that problem and then you solved it, and then help them solve that problem, and then set up a new problem for them that needs to be solved. Okay, so I hope you found this video valuable. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.